Hi guys, this is Eunice. Welcome to Show Urban Medicine. Welcome to Show Urban Knowledge. Today we're going to be talking about a herb. I think I've talked about this herb before. It is called Quail. And it's a good herb to have. Now this herb is let's see, gaining grounds and so forth as far as usage in this era and so forth. But this is an herb that also has been used for centuries and centuries and centuries. And it does have a lot of great health benefits and things like that to help you out. And as I always say to you, if this does, the information does not help you, pass it on to someone else that it can help. And welcome to this nice Thursday. The weather is really, really great here. The sun is out. Of course, it's hot. A lot of people are complaining about the humidity and so forth. I'm in South Florida and so forth. And so I am just enjoying it. Originally from North Carolina. And I know that from living in North Carolina, from being North Carolina, it is going to start turning cool in September. You'll be like, wearing your little sweaters and things like that. Maybe the early part or mid part of September, and it'll start getting cool. I don't miss that cold weather. I don't really miss that cold weather. Now I was in southern part in North Carolina, where we get snow, but didn't get a whole lot of snow like in the Virginia and places like that. But we still got snow. I don't miss that either. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about Quail. It is a flowering plant and so forth. And it's actually something that you could probably grow yourself in North Carolina. You can't really do too much growing herbs in this part of the world where I'm at and so forth because the ground is so sandy and things like that. Quail, treats allergies, it aids constipation, headaches, high blood pressure, menstrual cramps, and these are some of the common things that we all can attest to. As far as allergy, we do have a lot of people who have allergy. Special, you have the summer allergy, the spring fall allergies, and also you have winter allergies as well. Some people do, and of course we all can attest to having some form of constipation and headaches and all these common things and so far that this is good for and all that. And I personally was watching a video yesterday because I do love to watch YouTube and all that. And I was listening to one of my favorite people and so far. She has like some kind of pull muscle where she's a bookseller, and her repetitiveness and so forth in that has messed up her shoulders and things like that. And like her and a lot of people and so far, people don't want stuff to just treat you. They want stuff to help cure you and so far. So and it's very frustrating for us all when we go to the doctor, we consistent have headaches, we consistent have, constipation, diarrhea, even though these are common issues and so forth and things like that. But the thing of it is, why are we having these issues? Why are we doing this? I mean, so if you know why we're having these issues, why can't you cure it? Why can't you help give me something other that's going to cure these organs in my belly, my digestive system, help it to regrow whatever happens and so forth and things like that. Um, since I've been doing herbal medicine and so far, we never talk about curing anything. And of course, as herbalists, we cannot say that we're going to cure or prevent or treat or any of those things. Because we are not doctors, we're not licensed, we are certified. I am a certified herbalist and so forth. And we can't say these things and so forth because it is legal to say these things and so forth. So, whenever we recommend something to help you and so forth, it's a recommendation and so forth. It is not a diagnose and so forth. When you give us the symptoms in the consultation and you tell us what's going on, we put all that stuff down and we go in, we run it through the system and so forth, or check our notes and check our figures. Some of us, have done it so long they can automatically just know what herbs to pick up and so forth. And then some of us still have to like check our notes, check, check through our system and all that in order to recommend you certain herbs that can help aid you and so forth. We can't use that word, aid. Okay. So, basically, that's what we can use is aid, which is saying that, okay, it's still, we're aiding you. But a lot of time, we're not just aiding you, it's actually doing more for you and so forth. I remember a while back and so forth, and you know how I get talking, sorry about that. Far back we were talking and so far about how a lot of our clients and so far have already gone through the traditional medicine for years and not gotten any better, same issues, it's gotten worse or whatever. Anyway, they want to wean or get away from the hard traditional metals, chemicals, and things like that, and they want to go to natural and so far. I don't believe I've had anyone that has not been to a traditional doctor that has came through my space of work regarding herbal medicine and so forth. Everyone that I have talked to has been to a doctor and has a word on traditional medicine. And that's one of the things that you need to do when you have a herbal consultation. You need to make sure that you know your medications and bring it to the herbalist so that they can check it to make sure that any supplement or herbal medicine that they give you and so forth is not going to um, have a bad reaction to whatever you're traditionally taking. Okay, so also Don Quail also aids nasal sinuses and congestion. We all get those colds and things like that, and we all get all congested and everything. And we want to, get that stuff out of us and everything. It also includes with premenstrual syndromes, and it also is great for rheumatoid arthritis. So Quail is a great pain reliever, as well as all these other things and so forth. Um, and it's also helps with hormones and estrogens and so forth, which is one of the reasons that people do come to seek a herbalist and so forth is estrogen and hormones and things like that. They want to get these things balanced and all that, and they want to get help and so forth. Because when you have imbalanced hormones and so forth, it is not good. It just kind of like have you all over the place and all that and everything, and you don't want to do that. And you don't want to have too much estrogen, or you don't want to have too little estrogen, and so forth. You want to try to keep that balance as well, and so forth. Because you don't want things start popping up everywhere. Where you're getting too much estrogen and things like that. So I won't get into all that stuff, but do your research. You know what I'm saying and talking about and all that. But anyway, these we do have these on our website as a herbal capsule. and so forth, and and all that, and the recommended dosage and so forth is always on our bottles and so forth that we ship out. But what you got to remember and so forth is that this is a great health benefit for a lot of common issues and so forth. And common issues can get serious. I mean, can get bad. In other words, so you can have a common cold that could turn into flu. You could have a um, stomach ache that could turn into a real digestive system problem. So and all that stuff. I mean, so when we say common issue, it's a common issue because everybody has a cold, digestive system, menstrual cramps for the women, and all that, allergies, and constipation and all that stuff. These are all common things that we all have in common. That yeah, we all have those things in common. But any of these things can take a left turn. In other words, take all any of these things can take a left turn. So with this herbal medicine and so forth, you are actually aiding these issues, so it doesn't take a left turn and so forth and everything. And these herbal medicine, this herbal medicine has a great a great, let me see how you put it, not FDA, but I want to say it is really a great herb. And if you ask people about it and so forth, you would know because it has a high rating in resolving the symptoms. Now that's not what I'm going to say. What I'm going to say, it's not coming out. But anyway, if you took a poll of down Quail, it will, you get a higher rating on that and so forth. I'll put it that way. Okay. So let's go and do the recap before I go and everything because, I get chatty telling you this and that and so forth. But I'm going to get back into this recap, giving you the bullet points of how great this herbal medicine is. Down Quail. It does treat allergies, constipation, digestive system, menstrual cramps, and so forth. Women can all attest to that. It do also aid in nasal sinuses and congestion, and we can all attest to that. It also helps arthritis, yeah, rheumatoid arthritis, and also I missed this part. Arthritis. I know I'm not pronouncing that right. That's osteoarthritis. That arthritis. Two different types of arthritis here that this Dan Quail actually helps and so far and everything. And by doing so, it's helping to help those arthritis and so far by help also relieving the pains and things like that. It also helps strengthen hormone and also aid in your estrogen balancing, estrogen and so forth, and your hormone and so forth. So a lot of people, women, do complain about hormone balancing and things like that. So yeah, this stuff does help. Banquet does help and so forth with those issues and so forth. And before you begin any herbal regimen, seek a herbalist or healthcare provider because they can help you with any interaction that you will know or should know before you begin to take those herbal medicine. Also, do your own research and so forth because go beyond what I'm telling you. Just giving you some short fact point. What's called it point blank point or point blank symptoms and so forth that you can use, but you can do your own research and find out way more than what I'm just giving you. So do your research on that as well. and so forth, and choose to see, what best herbal medicine suits you, and so forth. Seek a herbalist or healthcare provider. They will help you, guide you with recommendations on whatever herb that you need based on the symptoms that you give them and things like that. And again, they can also check out any interaction and so forth between the herbal medicine that they'll recommend and the traditional medicine that you're already taking. So till next week and so forth, we'll be back with another herbal medicine that hopefully can help you or help someone and so forth. And if it can't help you, pass it on. And I thank you for joining me today. And I'm always excited to just talk about herbal medicine. I do use herbal medicine myself. I very seldom go to the doctor. So um, there isn't any wood to knock on, but yeah, I would knock on some wood if I had some wood around. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye.